Ron Harris here from musculardevelopment.com, wrapping up our coverage of the NPC National Championships here in Miami. Coverage brought to you by APS Nutrition. Standing here with, at the end of the night, we love all the divisions, but this is what it's always been about. This is where it all began, bodybuilding. And this is our super heavyweight and overall bodybuilding champion, new IFBB pro, Chris DiDomenico from Pennsylvania. Chris, Pittsburgh, even better, birthplace of the NPC.
City of Champions.
City of Champions. First of all, congratulations. I know this has not been a very quick rise to fame. You've been doing this for a little while. How long have you been bodybuilding? How long have you been competing?
I started lifting weights whenever I was 13 years old. I weighed about 130-some pounds. I had to get big for football. Just did my first show whenever I was 18. I weighed in at 155 for that.
Wow.
And I did my first NPC show probably, I think I was 24-ish. That was the NPC Julie Palmer. I won that. I won my class there. Following year I did to Pittsburgh. I lost it to Pittsburgh. I came back. I won it to Pittsburgh. And then I won Junior USA's. That was whenever I hooked up with Mike Eli, my coach. Following year I did North Americans, tied for 5th. And then this year we did Nationals and won.
So, everyone's overcome obstacles. What kind of obstacles have you come along the way to becoming this champion? Because people are just going to see the pictures and the videos and go, oh, wow, this guy, great genetics, he trained this and that, and now he's a champ. But they're not going to see the long road that led up to this. Have you faced your struggles in life coming up to becoming this one moment of glory?
Well, yeah, I mean, it was always a struggle. I mean, like even this year, I originally wanted to do USA's back in the spring, and then, financial issues, where I was living, I had car issues. I mean, they sound like petty things, but, I had to push back to North Americans, and then I had to push back to Nationals. I've had my fair share of adversity through the years. This was not easy by any chance. Different injuries, family issues, personal issues, whatnot. But, like I said in other interviews that, I never gave up. You can't let, something like that sidetrack you, If it does, you just didn't want it bad enough. It's as simple as that, But I always stayed steadfast, never gave up, and now I'm here.
So who are some of the bodybuilders you looked up to when you were first starting out that inspired you, and who are some of your favorite pros on the scene right now?
Well, Mike Eli, I mean, my coach for one, but obviously Arnold Schwarzenegger, I mean, that goes without saying. But other than that, Jay Cutler's was basically always my favorite. I always loved Jay's just meticulousness. Everything was a science with Jay. I mean, he was, he was a robot. He trained, and he just excelled on all levels of the sport. And any, I used the phrase of any time Jay lost, he came back and he won, or he looked better. I just loved the way he carried himself. I also love Dorian Yates. I love Dorian Yates because of his no bullshit, kill 'em all mentality. There is no time for weakness, or and I always had the mindset coming in Nationals, even tonight coming in. I'm not going to lie, from last night into today, not drinking water for 75 hours or whatever it was. I don't know what it was, but
it wasn't 75 hours.
I mean, it felt like that. It felt like 3 weeks, but. I sat there and I actually listened to Dorian videos while I was waiting, and how he talked about nobody trained harder than me, and nobody does train harder than me. I knew that coming into this show, nobody could touch me on that level. I make videos, I put them out there. I don't post fancy progress pics. I'm not about that. I'm about real training footage, old school bodybuilding. You know what I mean? I think too many guys today are more worried about their social media and their followers and likes than they are about actually winning the show. And I was out to make a statement, and I came and I did.
So where can people see those videos? Because now they're going to want to check them out.
My Instagram, C_DiDomenico, but I also have a YouTube with my name. I actually documented my prep up to this, but those are the main things, my Instagram and my YouTube channel.
Is the YouTube just under your name?
It's Chris DiDomenico, yeah.
Okay. So we know this is not really a team sport, but you had a team behind you, and we got your coach standing by. I want to bring him in here, get some commentary from Mike Eli. Mike's a great guy. I met Mike competing back in the Masters Nationals. Yeah, he's a big dude. So, first of all, tell me, Mike, how did you start working with Chris? How did you guys hook up as trainer and client?
Well, like Chris said, I think it was 2015. In 14, he took 4th at the Pittsburgh, okay? And then he contacted me shortly after, winter time, right after that show, and told me, I took 4th. My goal is to really win the Pittsburgh championship. So we started working together that off season. We got to work. We got a game plan. Started putting some muscle on, started dialing in. We went to Pittsburgh. Not only did he win his class, he won the overall. Well, about 2 weeks out from the Pittsburgh, I said, hey, Chris, I said, if you win the overall at Pittsburgh, I want you to go Junior USAs. You got to diet a little longer. He said, yeah, let's do it. Went over Junior USAs, won his class, won the overall. So, end to a great season.
Yeah, I'll say. So we were talking a couple minutes ago, and he said he would actually come down from Pennsylvania to where you are in Ohio every week to train with you. So what was that like? That had to be, I'm sure if there was that much involved that you guys really made the most of those workouts.
Well, I'll tell you what, yeah, for this prep, Chris was coming out quite often in training. And like I told you, Ron, I said when I knew Chris was coming out, I made sure I got a good night's sleep the night before because we were going to throw it down and throw it down hard, man. This kid trains hard, man, you know, and obviously as a coach, I got to set that level for him. So I had to make sure I cranked it up when he got there, you know. So he would come out, we'd get a great workout in, we'd go practice our posing, then we'd go over our game plan for our prep for that week and then continue to do so. And you know, you can see some of the videos of those workouts also, and it was really hardcore. And we just stayed on top of every little detail to make sure that there was no stone untouched. I know that what I wanted for Chris is when he hit that stage, he could have full confidence that there was nothing else he can do. He left it all on the gym floor. He was disciplined, never broke the diet, practiced his posing. We had his color on point. Every single thing, you know, was right there. So I mean, this is the result.
Yeah. Okay. So national champions have traditionally gone on to pretty great pro careers. You're a pro now. I know it's only been about 20 minutes since you turned pro at the most here, but you must have in the back of your head had some kind of idea. If I turn pro tonight, where am I going to go? What are you thinking about?
Well, it's a split. It's a split between taking some time off, and it's a split between doing my first pro show with Mike's last pro show. You know,
okay.
We want to do a show together, but you know, we'll give it some time, make the decision.
We're gonna figure it out, but yeah, that was our plan. If he turned pro, we were gonna do the same show. It'll be my last pro show, kind of passing the guard over to him for him to take over and just take it up to the next level. I mean, this kid, I mean, with his work ethic, his determination, his drive, his discipline, there's nobody else that has it like that. You know, and that work, you know, a little bit of knowledge on my part coming into play just made the difference. And I could definitely see him in the future on the Olympia stage. And obviously, that's our next goal is to stir things up as a pro and work our way up those ranks, just like he did in the NPC.
Sure. Well, congratulations to Mike on your great coaching job, and of course, Chris, amazing job, an amazing victory. It's a title that, as we know, many greats have held before you, and now you're carrying on that tradition. So I hope you savor this win, really enjoy it, get some good food in you, and I know this is just the beginning. This is a whole new chapter in your career as a bodybuilder begins tonight. So it's going to be interesting to watch you come up and rise. Interesting to see what you got in store for us.
Thank you, Ron.
Cool. All right. For Ron Harris, Muscular Development, our coverage of the NPC Nationals brought to you by APS Nutrition. Thanks for watching.